Hey guys, taking advantage of the holiday weekend to get some work done, specifically clear some stuff out of my workshop to free up room for equipment. So on the card here we have mostly picture tubes, some scope CRTs, some early just collectible CRTs, some clocks, antennas, and miscellaneous lightweight stuff. Well, I thought I'd take the advantage to show you guys. For those of you who've never seen this, I've shown a few times over the years, but hey, why not do it again? So, yeah, most of my sets are not at the house. When I had an apartment and was single, a lot of the sets were there. When we got a house and moved, I brought most of them over here, partly to keep them out of the way while we moved, and partly to avoid filling up the house with stuff. Also, a lot of these came in three major acquisitions. One, I bought most of a collector's collection, and the other two occasions, I basically inherited collections. So that's why I got the second space. I didn't really plan on it, but a lot of sets fell into my lap and they had to go somewhere. Some of these I've had for a long time, I've shown in videos before. Some of them are restored, like that National we did a few years back. Some of the little 7-inch Motorola's. RCA 621 TS, yeah, I do want to get to that. That one I did pay a lot for. That's one I bought out of a collection. It has a dead picture tube, but the replacement for it is right there. I got some Emersons, some RCAs, a bunch of Admirals. There's the Scott 6T11 that you guys are always asking about, the flip top rear projection set. You're always asking me if I ever got back to it, I ever worked on it. No, and this is the main reason why. I need to build a new cabinet. When I'm in woodworking mode, maybe I'll think about it more. And there's a bunch of spare picture tubes, mostly used pulls. See some up there. More up there. No, don't ask me. I'm not selling them. I need them to get all these sets working, most of which I do plan on selling. The sets mostly that I want to keep are the ones that are at the house. But there are a few here that I do want to keep, like that one, Dead Ahead, which is an RCA 630 TS. That's the first vintage TV I ever got. So that definitely has some sentimental value. And the good old Bakelite Admirals, one of my all-time favorites. It's an empty cabinet for one up there. And then there's this guy, which I'm itching to get to. This is going to be a labor of love. This is going to be an interesting project. I've done some videos on this. It's an RCA 721 TCS, sort of. Somebody had one, they gutted it, and they painted it to upcycle it and sold it as a decorative item. I bought it. I had a spare chassis, which is in there now, that's partially functional. It's all original. I plan on stripping this and bring it back to 100% original look and feel. So yeah, that'll be interesting, because I have no idea what the condition the wood is under this or how much work it's going to be to strip it down. Yeah. I have mixed feelings whenever I come here, because I just get inundated with sets that I want to work on, but can't because I just don't have the time or the space right now. But some of these are restored and working. Here's my GE 810, just the backside, sorry. I'm not going to turn it around right now. I have a number of cool Emersons that I have not touched. Those I was not expecting to get. I restored a TV for somebody, and I delivered it to him, and when I did, he ended up selling me a couple Emersons. Sonora 302 cabinet's been refinished. I really want to get to that one. This is rather unique design. Also that guy. It's a porthole set. Raytheon, I think, might have made it, but this one is in the airline version of it. And then this beast, which is really high on my list to get to, a Stromberg Carlson TC19. It's a 19-inch black and white set with some really unique features. Basically, I'm just teasing you guys. I'm not doing this to show off, but I want to give you some idea of what's to come after this wave of Predictas, which will take up the rest of the year. What I plan on doing is posting a poll. I'm going to cherry pick a few of these sets and put up a poll and ask you guys, what do you want to see me restore? And I'll probably spend the bulk of next year doing my own sets. A lot of the interesting stuff that I've been showing and talking about but never working on for all this time. Now that I've got the space and a good workbench to do it, I finally want to get to doing some of these bigger, more intricate sets. Alright, so I'm going to unload this and then I'll show you what's in the other space. Here's my other space that I had to get unexpectedly because I acquired a number of sets and had to put them somewhere else, so I ended up putting a bunch of furniture in here. No shelves. I'm not making very good use of the space. I'm hoping to narrow things down so I don't need to keep renting out this space for much longer. Mostly, or a good chunk of what's in here are busted up Predictas. A couple, maybe 3 of these I'd restore if I can get all the bits and pieces together. That's a Siesta that's in good shape. It's basically working, so that's definitely getting restored. There's a beige Princess with UHF option I got a couple years ago. That will definitely get restored. It's Debutantes. Not sure. Depends on whether or not I can get parts I need. I got a number of sets that were had damage, busted screen covers, dead CRTs, scrapped out for parts. And bits and pieces of tandem head units that are in varying conditions. That one has no cable. This one has a cable, but it has no cover on it. So, yeah. Kind of a mess. But, hey. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this quick look at, well, things to come. Things to come.